All right. Yeah, this is another one from Edward's PayPal. Tragically hip. Um, yeah, live in Vancouver, but this is New Orleans is sinking. He said this is the best version. Um, but yeah, we just watched the older Gord, and that was just great. But young Gord is even more nuts. Like younger Gord. Older Gord is nuts, but in a kind of more elegant, honed crazy. Um, young Gord is like, no, seriously, go and check on him. Is like, yeah, but yeah, um, yeah, the tragically hip New Orleans is sinking. Let's go. That bass line is so hard. Yeah.
From blue on the street, loose and complete under skies on smoky blue green. I can't forsake a Dixie shake, so we dance the sidewalk clean. My memory is muddy, what's this river that I'm in? New Orleans is sinking in and I don't wanna swim. When the northern lights perform, there'll be crocuses to bring to school tomorrow. I had this job. I had this job. I was acting, and she wasn't. She was bathing by the side of the lake. She was beautiful, and she looked like she felt good about herself. I was riding a horse through the forest, even though I've never ridden one before. Ridden one. I I heard this beautiful voice. I heard this beautiful voice coming from the side of the pond. You drop me off, hand in hand. Strike out the man, and after you go, and you know better than you. I crept closer. I crept ever closer. And then I felt like I was hitting this wall, like I was hitting some kind of plexiglass containment. And it turned out that she was Diana, goddess of the hunt. And she turned me into a stag. And her hounds ripped me apart. And then there's the other story about me blowing every single one of the provincial ministers. I haven't decided if that one's true yet. I'm doing my bit. I'm doing my bit. And her hounds. And her hounds are my only crime. Was that I loved them. And they ripped me apart. I feel so good I've got to scream. She said, Gordy baby, I know exactly what you mean. She said, I swear to God, she said, Good night, compatriots.
Gord Downey is the GOAT. said at the beginning, young Gord is like worrying. Do you know what I mean? Older Gord, like I say, is a bit more refined in his. He's still nuts, but it's much more refined. Young Gord Downey is worrying. Like he's crazy, but it's just so good, so good. And I said it in the last one as well. How this band, I mean, they do have that kind of ability to sound loose and jammy, but remain unbelievably tight at the same time. A bit Grateful Dead, to be honest. You see that with the Grateful Dead, that there's a real jam, freedom in, well, at least that's the sound of it. But everybody can't, like the breakdown bit. Gord freak, like when you watch Gord and he starts going crazy, you literally like as if you can quick get Gord the tablet. Do you know what I mean? Gord ain't took his tablets, like he's going nuts. But literally all the move, like he really looks insane. He looks as if the song's possessing him when like he's not singing. Like is it like he needs to keep singing, otherwise he's gonna start becoming possessed by the song. Yeah. Nah, this was fire. This was fire. This, yeah, the whole thing. He cut his leg off and then started punching it. He dug up the stage with the mic, and like I said in the last one too, the band was flawless in this. They was flawless, like so fire, so great, so well. Like I say, so loose, but yet so tight at the same time. Yeah, but God just steals the show. Yeah, but it is worrying. What do you say as well about I'll blow the? That was hilarious. I'll blow the provincial ministers or something like that, and then I'm doing my bit. That was what was funny. I'm doing my bit. God, he don't give a shit. Like, yeah, and that's what I think is just so great. He looks like if you had never took, like the first time someone takes ecstasy. Do you know what I mean? And like they just start dancing to anything. Right? That's literally what he looks like. He looks like he's completely off his head. And like, or like a single mum that doesn't get out very much. So when she does, she just goes berserk. It just all goes wild. That's what he kind of has that. Yeah, or like I say, or your mate who doesn't go to a rave or goes out and then comes out with you once and just kind of has this burst of like craziness. That's Gord Downing. It must be exhausting because like he's so like in the kind of possessed thing, he's so tense, like, and that drains you more than anything. Being like, yeah, he either looks like I say, he's freaking out on some drug. He's being possessed by the music. He's been electrocuted, or he's turning into a werewolf. That's like the only times you see people do them things. But that's how Gore performs. It's just great. But yeah, this was fire. The whole thing. I mean, this is a great song anyway. Like, I think this was the first one. It was either this one or Blow Up High Dough. But I think it's this one. Yeah, great song. But I just, God, it's just great. Just a legend. Yeah, absolute fire. But yeah, that's the reaction. Sweet.